Worth It by Mark.
What's up guys, I'm Mark from Worth It Repairs by Mark. Anyways, we're gonna refurbish this top case and change out the keyboard on an A1708, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Before we jump into the video, please stay tuned for today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Cell Helmet, and they gave me this case, the Altitude series, for my iPhone 13 mini. Go to the link below and I'll link it. So some tools you're gonna need is a standoff screwdriver, a P2 screwdriver for the little screws, a T8 screwdriver, and then also a T5 screwdriver. You'll want to get some wire cutters and also a plastic pry tool for the battery, a chisel blade. You'll also want a toothbrush, and then there is tweezers, and you'll want some alcohol and some acetone mix so you can get out the battery. Alright, let's jump in. So we'll remove these standoffs here. The standoff screwdriver. I just have the bit. I don't have the driver part. T8 screwdriver for these two screws here. T5 for this screw. I want to remove these two T5 screws holding the battery down. And we are gonna take out the battery and we'll just dispose of it, and we'll replace the battery when we do this repair in the future. I'll get this thing off here, the keyboard connector. Flip it up there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle. There. Boom, got it off. We gotta take out the battery, so we need some acetone here. Out. We'll use this later and get all that off, but let's get this thing out. I'm gonna get actually a metal pry tool. Stick it under here. Oh, it broke. Well, I'll have to re-adhere that back on. Peel up this stuff here.
Alright, so whip out that P2 screwdriver and you're going to remove all the little P2 screws all around the board. They're all in different spots. Just got to look for them. Sometimes you miss a couple even though you're taking out the keyboard. But yeah, you just work your way around and try to get all the P2 screws out. I'm going to speed up the video here so then I can get through this repair quickly with you guys. Stay tuned. I'll show you how to refurbish this keyboard. And this keyboard replacement is definitely worth it. Once you get all the P2 screws removed, you can start prying out the keyboard by hand. I use my pliers to poke through it. It's really hard. You just got to rip it apart pretty much, essentially, to get the keyboard out and break it all off. And then there's these little rivets that hang on to the back of the keyboard, and you'll use your pliers and just pull them off so then it goes on smoothly. And I just stab through every key with the wire cutters I have here, and actually I was aimlessly doing it and it broke the microphone, so now I have to replace the microphone on it, but I just started slamming it through so I could get this repair done as quickly as possible because time is money. I don't expect you to make this noob mistake, but I broke the microphone here, so I'm just getting it out to get it out of sight, because I am very disappointed that I broke it. But, I mean, when I do this repair in the future, I definitely will have a replacement one, unless it's liquid damage or something. So I wanted to zoom in here. I'm pulling off the rivets with my wire cutters here. Sometimes you pull off the whole bracket and everything. Not a big deal. We'll adhere it down afterwards. And you just want to like reach around, like cut around it and try to pull off the rivets, and so then it has something to seat on. But I just wanted to zoom in here real quick to show you. I'm going to speed up the video here. It's very tedious. You got to get every single one. And then you got to clean off the whole back of the keyboard. You'll use a chisel tool to chisel it away. And honestly, I recommend only doing this repair if you're refurbishing a part for a future repair, because if you were doing this for a customer, it's going to take you all day long, maybe a day or two. It really takes a lot of time. Like, I probably did it in about 4 hours. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more, and then we'll get this keyboard all sorted out for you. We're gonna get all the rivets off, get all this like excess old keyboard off here, and we'll just clean it up. Use the chisel blade up ahead here in the video. Clean it up, use a toothbrush, use alcohol, make sure you clean it up so there isn't any dangling adhesive that gets in the way of where the keys lay and can cause the keys to get stuck if you don't properly clean it after you remove the keyboard. Alright, time to lay some adhesive. I got this really small millimeter adhesive. I honestly don't know the size off the top of my head here, but it was my first time using the stripped adhesive. Normally I just go liquid adhesive all the way through, but it was having issues with making the buttons sticky. I still use liquid adhesive though. I have a trick to just like kind of cut around the edges of the keys with your metal pry tool after you do the keyboard replacement to make sure they all are functioning keys and they click and they don't stick. After laying the liquid adhesive, we'll pull all the covers off of the double-sided tape, and then we're going to lay the keyboard down and make sure it flushly goes in, and make sure you kind of like click it in. It will click in over those like little rivets that you pulled up. Anyways, I actually use some hard drives to put weight on it, leave it maybe for like an hour, and then start screwing everything down and putting everything into place where it belongs. Please comment below if you have any questions, if you need help with anything, or are stuck on a certain part. You can always send me a repair too. And just go icarefargo.com and print out an invoice and mail me your device, and I will fix it if you can't figure it out yourself. I highly recommend this repair for experts. Alright, so while I lay these P2 screws down, I actually pick up the back cover thing. It keeps the crumbs out of the keys going inside your computer or whatnot. But anyways, you lay that on there and make sure you're not putting screws in the holes that need the screws unscrewed for your standoffs, for like your fan, motherboard, and speakers are also one of them. There is just make sure you line it up right and put in the P2 screws, and then you can lay it all down.
Worth it.
Bum, bum, bum. Worth it. Check it out. Got all the keys on there. I adhered it down. Once you screw it all down, it'll feel perfectly. Using that liquid adhesive, some double-sided adhesive. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoy. And I wanted to point out, so on the back here it has this bracket in this part. Sometimes you got to move them around once you put the battery in, just to make sure it sits down there flush to the board and everything. But everything else should be fully functional, and we just turned this $250 repair into a $25 repair. Woohoo! Worth it!